Hello and welcome back to Radiant Dawn 0% Growths. We are on part 2 and the prologue of part 2, to be more precise. This is a pretty unique chapter within Fire Emblem. At least I'm not aware of any other chapters that work like this one, where it's all in the air. And the only terrain, aside from like clear skies, are these clouds, which basically are the same as thickets. Like, I think thickets have 15 avoid and 1 defense in this game. But also, they slow down flyers the way that they would, thickets would slow down foot units, which is interesting because I think it's the only terrain type that does that in the entirety of Fire Emblem. Yeah, I mean, normally it's like either a flyer can move through terrain with one movement, or they can't move through it at all. But here we've actually got stuff that just slows them down. So, yeah, pretty interesting. So we've also got a bunch of new units to talk about. First, we got Alencia. Alencia is like a unit whose performance varies wildly throughout the course of the game. In this chapter, she's basically just a healer because she's stuck with this dinky slim sword. She forgot her immediate home, and so she doesn't do too much damage with it unless she crits or stuns, which, I mean, she can do, but it's not reliable by any means. Then, yeah, she's got stun because she's tier 3. Oh, hey, she's got 3 authority stars as well. And you know what's funny is that this guy, this random Dragon Master here, has 2 stars. So, you know. Anyway, so then in 2E, she gets the immediate, and all of a sudden she can not only, like, fight, like, at all, she can fight really well. She quads most enemies with the Brave effect of the immediate, does a ton of damage, is very likely to activate stun because she has all those opportunities. You know, just kills stuff really effectively. She can fly up and down those ledges. Like, she's really good in 2E. And then she disappears until part 4, and then in part 4, her low strength is, like, holding her back, and she struggles to be combat relevant again. She can heal, but, you know, that's, like, I mean, she can kill some enemies, I guess, or at least do a decent amount of damage. But yeah, she really, the lack of strength at that point really hurts her. So yeah, very up and down unit. Then we got Marcia. So Marcia is, has the highest availability of anybody in the Crimean Royal Knights, that group, which is the group with the lowest availability in the game, save... Well, of all the, like, groups, it's the lowest save, like, Tormod's group, I guess. So, like, on the one hand, if you're going to train anybody from the Crimean Royal Knights, and this is outside of the context of Zero Growths, but you're going to want to train Marcia. But on the other hand, maybe you just don't bother to do that. But there are chapters like this one where you have all these kills that you need to give to someone, and it might as well be Marcia. That's just what I've found myself doing in the past. Now, of course, here, that's probably not important at all because, you know, she's, you know, not going to be long-term viable regardless. But she'll put in good work in this chapter. She'll put in good work in 2.3. She'll probably put in good work in 3.9. And, you know, that's something. Then we got Neolucci. Neolucci is a very extreme unit. Has ridiculous speed and ridiculous avoid. He just, like, doesn't get hit by things. But is also, like, very, very accurate, but doesn't, like, deal much damage at all. Like, he does double everything, but 27 attack is just not that good. He will not one-round anything on this map unless... I mean, neither will Marcia. Like, she's got less attack than he does. But, like, you know, she can use better weapons than a Steel Lance. And obviously, on a growth context, it's much easier to grow her strength than it is to grow Neolucci's. So yeah, he's not going to one-round anything unless he crits. But he is going to very reliably deal damage and very, very reliably not die. He's even like pretty bulky, but I mean mostly he just doesn't get hit. Yeah, I mean he's like he's useful while you have him around in part 2. And then we got Leanne, our new Heron. She, of course, is a sort of like in between with Rayson and Raphael, where she has better mobility than Raphael, but worse mobility than Rayson. Better untransformed chanting than Rayson, but worse untransformed chanting than Raphael, and worse transformed chanting than both of them. But of course, you know, like, yeah, I mean, there is an interesting balance between the different Herons. She's the most fragile of them, which isn't necessarily saying a lot because they're all fragile, but she's like really fragile. She only has 3 magic, which makes her plussing pretty underwhelming. Yeah, I don't know. Chanting for 2 people seems like doesn't feel amazing when you've just been using Raphael, who can chant for 4, but it's still really good. Like, it's important not to lose sight of that. Okay, so this is a survive map. We don't really have to do anything except like hang out and wait for Har to show up. But well, that's boring. So we're gonna try to take out all the enemies as quickly as we can and pretend that the chapter ends early if we do that, even though it doesn't. And that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna get that started by having Neolucci come attack this guy. Set up a kill for Marcia. Yeah, that's where I wanted him. And then we're gonna have Neolucci bait out this guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So put him here, I guess. And then so let me just double check that this is not a kill. Yeah. Okay. Alright, and now we want Marcia in range of this guy so that he doesn't burn Neolucci's gauge pointlessly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We put Marcia like here. Okay, did I just count that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No. Okay. Put Marcia there. Valencia come heal her. I do have a Javelin on Marcia, but I'd rather have her do the extra damage to that guy that she just fought. Like, the Javelin damage on the other guys isn't really going to do a whole lot. Alright, so now we've got this guy with the hand axe who's our top priority for taking out. So let's do that. Or start doing that anyway. Alright, and now, what we want to do ultimately is have Neolucci go down and bait this guy out. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to put him like next to this cloud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can put him as far back as there and he can still get there. Honestly, that seems like a pretty good spot for him. So it leaves the lane open for Marcia to attack whichever of these enemies we want her to. Let's check and see. Almost certainly Valencia can't kill any of these enemies, but I just want to double check on that. Yeah, okay. Marcia, that is definitely a kill. That maybe is a kill. That is definitely not a kill. I actually wonder... So 27... It's 19. Yeah, it's not going to be a kill for Neolucci either. So I think what we need to do here is we need to have Marsha attack this guy. Okay, she got him. And now... we'll have Marsha kill this guy. I guess we might as well put her... Nah, it's not gonna matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Like there. Well, I should make sure... That's definitely not gonna bait out any of those other guys. Okay. So yeah, now we need Neolucci to hit this guy. And then we can go ahead and give the kill to Valencia. Oop. Alright, so Neolucci's gauge is about to run out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bait out these two guys with hand axes with Neolucci, and he's going to untransform to do that, to fill his gauge back up. Did I mention the thing about the clouds scrolling across? I can't remember, but yeah, the clouds scroll across the map from right to left every phase, I want to say. So like when you're counting ranges, like for this guy, for example, I'm going to count his ranges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in time. Because this spot right here is going to be right there instead. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Meanwhile... we'll almost kill Marsha, but not quite. I should make sure she's not in range. That shouldn't be a problem. We can put her like right there. And I guess we can like have Leanne chant for like XP or whatever. Huzzah. So yeah, this will fill his gauge up to 24, and then he gets 6 per turn for being a Raven, so he'll be back up to max. Alright, so now Har's going to show up next turn. We want Marsha to end up here. Har shows up on this square. If you occupy the square, then he'll show up here. So we want Marsha in one of those two spots. Meanwhile, we want to send Neolucci over to the right to bait out this guy. And well, all of these guys, but this guy in particular, because he can counterattack him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like here would probably work. Something like that. Anyway, so I think what we want to do is kill this guy and then kill this guy. Let's see, if Marsha... Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, we attack and we canto over here, and then maybe like here. Alright, here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Neolucci goes here, Marsha goes here, Neolucci goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Something like that. Let's make sure this makes any sense. Because we're gonna need him to attack this guy. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We put him there. Might be out of the range of the boss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Would be out of the range of the boss. He should, however, start moving towards us. So, yeah. Oh, whoops. So I guess we can go like this. Or should go like that. Double check this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have wondered whether there's like a turn on enemy ranges patch for this game. Would be nice. Alright, I don't think we're gonna worry about healing Marsha right now, because we can just heal her as she comes up. It doesn't really matter. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. Hey, Har. Alright, so now we get Har. Well, I guess I need to talk to him first. And then we're gonna move Marsha one space less than she could move, because Har's gonna move 9 and we're gonna chant for him, probably. Well, maybe we'll chant for Neolucci and not Marsha, but whatever. Alright, so yeah, let's talk about Har. So, Har, as probably anybody who's familiar with this game knows, or anybody who follows Fire Emblem stuff in general knows, is like an absolute monster in this game normally, and one of the best units in the game, like probably the best unit in the game. Like, it depends on how you, like, what you value, but generally speaking, I mean, he has very good availability. He's good for pretty much wire to wire, like when he is available. He's like in one of the best classes. His bases are really good. He's like very well set up for BXP abuse, because he's going to cap his like skill and defense very quickly, and is pretty likely to cap like strength and even speed as well. I mean, the goal is to like boost his speed mostly, but like you really want to boost his resistance or whatever, maybe you can probably do that too, like with BXP stuff. I mean, yeah, he's basically a juggernaut from, like, you know, all through this part of the game, and then through part 3. He only really starts to like drop off in the tower when, like, you know, everything is like capped out and he stops being able to one round like some enemies and double some enemies. But, you know, I mean, he's still like better than most units in the tower, just not like the Laguz Royals or whatever. So yeah, normally he's amazing. Now in Zero Growths, it'll be interesting to see how well he does. I mean, his bases are what they are. Like, they're good. The 20 speed is not amazing, but the strength, defense, and skill are all still very good. And he's still got, you know, the huge movement range. He can use axes, which are the best weapon type. My prediction is that he's still going to be somebody I'm relying on very heavily throughout all of Part 3. Like, because I can't really think of anybody who's going to join up who's going to be better than him. But by part 4, well, I don't even know, like, because I'm thinking about, like, who in part 4 is gonna, like, so outclass him? Like, well, the Laguz Royals that join, you know, it's like Nasala and Tibarn and Nyla are all available, like, before you get to the tower. But even then, like, they don't have, you know, 1 to 2 range. Nyla doesn't have Kanto. So he's still probably going to be useful. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm expecting him to struggle, relatively speaking, but probably no more so than anybody else, maybe less so. So he'll still probably be really good. We'll see how it goes. In the meantime, our goal is to basically take out these 2 guys this turn, and then like kill the boss next turn, and quote-unquote finish in 6 turns. I do want to make sure, let's see, 37 attack. Yeah, so she is safe. Barely, but she is safe. So Neolucci. See, we should look at this. 34 attack. So Hard straight up kills that guy. Well, obviously kills that guy. He doesn't one round the boss. If I were to chant for Marsha, I could kill this guy with her and kill the boss with kill this guy with Har. Then I could have Neolucci like do some damage to the boss. Not much. Some. In any case, I think I'm fine with having Leanne do this. Need to chant for Neolucci. And we're just gonna run Leanne way back here just to make sure the boss can't reach her. And I guess we might as well do the same thing. Well, no, we might as well wait until... See how this goes. Ow. We're gonna leave Har here. I guess we'll leave Neolucci there. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what I do. Yeah, I don't think there's a good way to like kill the boss on turn 5, but maybe there is. All right, so Har doesn't actually secure the kill here. I'd rather give Har the kill than Neolucci probably. So let's have Neolucci attack first. I mean, well, it actually doesn't matter, because, like, Har's totally going to use a Master Crown as soon as I get my hands on one. So, it doesn't actually matter whether I use, whether Har gets XP or not. That's what I'm trying to say. Does it matter whether I raise Valencia's staff rank? Probably not. But I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, right, we have to talk. Now, one thing we can take a short look at is items. So, Leanne has a concoction. She is around for 2-2. So that's fine. R isn't around again until 2E. At which point we do get access to the base. However, who would we be giving his items to that would want them? I guess Nephany and Braum might want them. Yeah, so we could... Well, we don't need to do it now. Marsha should hang on to her stuff so that she has it for T3. Alright. So let's trade his stuff to Neolucci, I guess. And then we can dump it in the convoy, or give it, you know, to whoever. Alright, and then, yeah, Marcia is going to hang on to her stuff. We've got another Javelin, but Marcia didn't even use her Javelins, that's fine. We could trade the Slim Sword to Marcia, but I don't think she's going to want to use the Slim Sword. Yeah, I think we're good here. Well, we can do... Actually, they've got a support, right? Or like a... Maybe it's a bond. I don't know, whatever. We'll do... Chant for Neolucci. Oh, right. You can get support points by shoving, too. It doesn't matter. I'm just doing that. Okay, so there you have it. 8 turns as mandated by the game, but 6 turns to actually kill the enemies. It's too bad that you can't end the chapter early that way, but oh well. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time for definitely the worst chapter in this short part 2, which is 2-1. Until then.